Hello. Caesalpinioid legumes is a wonderful group of plants. This is a Amami Island on December 9th, so some plants are still flowering in this subtropical region, and this is one of caesalpinioid legumes. I say legumes because of pods. So when you see these pods, you can be sure this is legume. But flower is really deceiving. Caesalpinioid is not actually a clade. I mean, the very separate group. This means these plants are arised in the beginning of diversity of legumes. That they form many small lineages. It's kind of experimental way. So plants kind of learn how to make the typical legume flower. So flowers of caesalpinioid legumes are extremely diverse and sometimes very strange. But fruit again, fruit is a typical legume one. Well, right now it's about 4 p.m. close to sunset. Sunset today is like 5:22 and leaves are already started to close. This is a typical nyctinastic behavior, and this is a character of legumes. Their compound leaves are closing for the night. Back to flowers. So flowers of caesalpinioid legumes are strange. What is strange in flowers of this one? This is senna or cassia, belong to wonderful group of pharmaceutical plant, broadly cultivated and frequently escaped to the nature. For legumes, escaping is easy because germination of seeds is extremely high. So legumes, which are typical legumes, have very asymmetric flower. Well, and this is senna as well. So it has a terminal petal and then some sideways petal. Plus it has typical calyx, but stamens are really crazy. Typically in legumes there are kind of bow plan, the ground plan of 10 stamens, 5 in one circle and 5 in another. But if you look on flower of this one, flower of senna, or sometimes classificators put it into cassia genus. So if you look on these flowers, you will see that stamens are really wonderful. So 2 stamens are much longer. 1 stamen between them is shorter. Then there are additional 4 stamens, very short, but probably produce pollen. And then what? Kind of, well, will this plant follow the 10 stamens rule? Actually, yes. This is wonderful. 2 stamens long, 1 stamen shorter, 4 very short, will make how many? 7. Then there must be 3 stamens somewhere, and here they are. They are actually converted into non-functional stamens, staminodes, kind of, well, addition to pistils. Maybe they have a nectariferous role in the flower to attract pollinators. This is very interesting. So kind of ground plan is followed, but within the ground plan, the plan of flower is completely skewed. And this is how typical caesalpinioid legume looks. I mean, flowers are diverse, but following this typical terminal petal, 10 stamens, 1 pistil, which will form a pod, the ground plan of legumes. Again, today is December 9 on Amami Oshima, Amami Island of Japan. Thank you.